Hey guys, so in this video I'll be doing a showcase of URs from the first 8 missions of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So I won't be going through them too much in detail because they're already in the World Mission game on the Nintendo Switch. I'll just be looking at like the kind of card designs, kind of briefly. There's quite a few cards to go through, so yeah. So first card, we have the Fuse Zamos card, the original one. I guess you could say Merge Zamos as well. So this is the kind of they kind of did this as the end of the Goku Black arc for this first mission of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. That's why they have a lot of these kind of characters from the end of the arc. So yeah, I think it's quite a nice card design, you know. Looks very kind of regal, I guess, you know, very kind of, you know, yeah, like he's, you know, the king of all existence. So yeah, very nice. And, you know, quite a strong card for its time as well, I think. So, yeah, nice card. Here's the back. Cool. Next up, we have Xeno Trunks. So, here's kind of Super Dragon Ball Heroes version. So, yeah. Got the long hair. This was the first version of Xeno Trunks with the long hair, I believe. So, yeah. So yeah, I got Goku, sorry, Goku Xeno, Vegeta Xeno, and Gohan Xeno in the background, which is pretty cool. So yeah. So yeah, nice one again. Very kind of, very simple, you know, just base form, but yeah, it's quite nice. So yeah. Alright, next up we have, so this is in Japanese Vjeeks. I think in English it's Vjinx. So basically the fusion. Potara fusion of Vegeta Xeno and also Trunks Xeno. So yeah, so pretty powerful, I think. Yeah, you can see he's like the black and kind of purple kind of hair is like mixed in, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this is kind of a character that they just put it in this one mission and they never, you know, he hasn't come back since. You know, it's been like what, over 5 years now. So it's kind of like I wish he'd come back, right? He did get a Super Saiyan version, but there was only in like promo cards. He didn't even get like another UR for Super Saiyan, so it's kind of weird, right? But yeah, I wish I would have done more of this fusion because it's kind of just like a one-off, right? It just appeared once and then never heard of him again. But hopefully in the future, right? Be cool if we can get like Super Saiyan 3 Vjinx, would be pretty cool. But yeah, they're kind of a similar kind of design, like background-wise, to the Trunks Xeno I just showed. So yeah. All right, next up, we got quite a few from this first mission. So next up we have Majin Toa. So also first in the mission, we got the first appearance of Majin Toa. So the Majin form is basically demon god or demon goddess. Like in Japanese, you don't really kind of differentiate between male and female. They're just like kind of the same. Not the same as like, you know, but like same kind of writing, I guess, writing wise. You know, like in English it's probably god and goddess, but it's like, you know, there's like no, that's basically the same thing, right, for male and female in Japanese. So yeah, so the way the way all the kind of demons get this Majin power up. Is there needs to be like Dark King of the demons. So obviously Mishikabura and later on Fu. But if there's no current demon king, they can't actually assume this form. That's why after Mishikabura was defeated, or destroyed basically, they couldn't use this form because basically like wasn't available. But as soon as Fu became the Dark King, then they could all become again. So yeah, it's quite interesting, I think, because like they actually need another character to be like, you know, a certain form, you know, to actually use this form, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, she grows like two massive horns there. So yeah, this guy's pretty strong as well for its time. Yeah, very kind of nice, you know, and dark and red, you know. So yeah, the back. So yeah. Alright, next up we have the first, this is the first special card in the game. This is the Bulma. So, yeah, pretty interesting. There's not, like, there haven't been that many special cards lately. Like, you know, they put up quite a few in these, like, first 8 missions. But most of them weren't that strong, right? So, I think that's maybe why they kind of stopped making so many. Like, in promos, there's quite a few, I suppose. But in, like, 4-star cards, there's not that many, right? Like, yeah. But I mean, it's nice, you know. Just kind of characters you wouldn't really see otherwise, right? Like you wouldn't see Bulma otherwise in the game. But at least she is in there. It's kind of nice, you know, in some capacity, which is cool. So yeah, a very kind of technological kind of background, which is cool, you know. Yeah, nice. This guy's super cheap as well. It's like one of the cheapest URs in the game, probably, because it's so, I don't know, just kind of, you know, it can be strong when used with like a certain character, but yeah, I think it's just because it's so, I don't know, not that kind of like, wow, it's boomer, you know, but yeah, it's still kind of nice card. Alright, so I think I've got 5 URs from the first mission, so second mission, I've got a few. So next up we have Vegeta Zeno, Super Saiyan 3. So the first version of Vegeta Zeno in Super Saiyan 3. Yeah, quite nice. It's actually, I quite like this card quite a lot actually, because it's very kind of just, looks powerful, you know. Yeah, just a really kind of awesome just design, you know, and pose. Yeah, it's a really cool card. And not too shabby in terms of like usability. It's quite strong too as well, which is nice. So yeah. Okay, and next up we have Margin Gravy. So like Toa, he became, you know, Margin, became Demon God. So yeah. Not a big fan of Gravy. It's kind of boring, but you know, there he is anyways. So yeah. And then, I really like this card. This is Super Saiyan Rage Trunks. So basically, they didn't put him out in the first mission, but they put him out in this second mission. So yeah, very nice. You know, blue and yellow. Still haven't seen you know, any more information about this transformation. You know, so in this game that already got a name even, so it's kind of weird, but you know, it's a cool form. I think it's quite like it. You know, yeah. I think Dragon Ball Heroes might have been the first game as well to feature this card, which is all the star transformations. It's quite nice too. So, yeah. On to mission 3. So I think we have a few cards. Yeah, maybe 4. So first up, so we have Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So basically, right after the Goku Black arc, they had like those you know, those filler episodes. This is obviously from the Arale episode, which I quite liked. Yeah, quite different, you know. So you can see Arale. In Japanese, there's a when he does like her mouth blast, and Goku doing a Kamehameha. So you can summon her, and then you know they do a combined attack, you know, Kamehameha and her energy blast. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just because it's so kind of different, you know. Yeah, quite a cute card. Quite, you know, flashy as well. And then we have Android 17. So again, this is right before the, you know, the Tournament of Power arc, so that's why they have all these kind of characters gearing up for it, you know. So they, this is the first one they introduced 17 in his Ranger outfit, you know, not just the standard kind of street clothes he always wore. So yeah, yeah, RARES design. It's very, you know, fierce there, and quite a strong card back in the day. So yeah. All right. Next, we have the first appearance of Vegeta Zeno. Sorry about that. So yeah. So I guess VJinx was like the first kind of fusion in the Zeno kind of, you know, verse in Heroes, but this is like the, you know, I guess you kind of like the classic fusion, right, of Goku and Vegeta. So yeah, very nice. Just a cool, yeah. Vegeta's my favorite fusion character, so it's quite nice, you know, seeing him, you know, in a different kind of way, you know, different clothes and everything. So, yeah. And then we have another special card. So this is Frieza in his little pod. So yeah, the actual like transformation, I guess, or form of this card actually says, I just see here, in a pod. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So yeah, it's actually kind of an underrated card, I'd say, at least back in the day, you know. Yeah, quite interesting as well, you know, getting characters like this, just kind of, you can attack, but yeah, it's still quite interesting, you know, having more of like a special support character, you know. So yeah. Yeah, quite an interesting one, I think. Alright, getting through them now. So next, this is mission 4, and I've got 2 cards in this one. So we've got, first of all, we've got Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and you can summon King Vegeta and Tarbell for like a, you know, family kind of Galaga gun, which is quite interesting, you know, as opposed to a family Kamehameha, you know. Kamehameha. So yeah, quite nice design as well, you know. I mean, the power gap between them is kind of crazy, you know, especially in Super Saiyan Blue, but you know, still quite nice to see, you know, them teaming up, you know. So yeah. And also I've got Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Trunks. So the long head version. So yeah. It's quite a nice car, you know, with the sword kind of shining and stuff. Yeah, very kind of, I don't know, it just looks very, you know, it's cool, you know, it's a bit cool, you know. Yeah. And his lock-on's pretty strong as well. Reducing the enemy's damage. That's cool. So they got a few cards. There's actually got lots of cards from this next mission, mission 5. So this is when they went into the tournament power proper, you know. And you got lots of Gods of Destruction and you know, some other fighters from the Xeno kind of realm. So first of all, we got Golden Frieza with a halo. So obviously after came back from, well, not coming from the dead, but you know, he's still dead, of course, but you know, came back from hell and you know, fighting on the Universe 7 team. So yeah, I think the face is a bit weird on this one. I don't know about you guys, but you know, nice and shiny, nice and golden. You know, that's a lot. It's a lot of gold. You know, very kind of yellowish. You know, so yeah, yeah, it's a bit weird to me, but oh, I guess it's just crazy. You know, laughing maniacally. And then we have the first appearance of Jiren. There's a card. So yeah, very strong. It's funny actually. When I first got this card, I thought these little kind of dots, just there were kind of. I thought they're like marks, like damn, like they're kind of scratches. But actually, it's like I guess his spit. Like he's like ha. You know, it's pretty cool, right? I think yeah. It shows how much like power he has. I guess you know, even just from like a simple shout. It's pretty crazy, you know. So yeah. The man who would rival Oceans and Goku, you know. Except from Xeno, that's any character in this mission I got. We have first appearance of Shroom, so Majin Shroom. So yeah, I quite like this version of Shroom the best. I think I think it's cooler than the other versions they put out later. But yeah, and not too bad in terms of his power, card wise, pretty strong. So yeah, obviously like a brand new character, but still quite cool one I think. Then I got a few of the Gods of Destruction. I don't have all of them. I think I got 8 of them, around 8. So yeah. So I don't have Ivan, whatever his name is, the first one, but I got Hellas, the second. So yeah. So they have a kind of similar style, similar background. The 12 Gods of Destruction. So yeah. Got this one of Hellas. He's quite cool, you know. Then we got Moscow from Universe 3. Then we got Katella from Universe 4. Quite like this guy's ability. It's quite interesting. Then we got, this is Arak, I think. Arak? Yeah, from Universe 5. Quite an interesting looking guy. Quite ugly, but yeah. And all the way to Universe 10, so got quite a few missing. 6, 7, 8, 9. So Universe 10, Ramushi. Yeah, this guy was, back in the day, this guy was super good. Now he's kind of being, left behind now, but he was pretty strong. For a time at least. Then we got Belmod. And lastly, Jean. Quite fearsome looking, So yeah. Also, there's a UR. That's like a promo card they put out just after this mission came out. Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So yeah. He's not tied to any mission, but yeah, it's quite a nice card, I think. So yeah. So yeah. Alright, on to mission 6 now. So I only got 3 cards from this one. So first of all, continuing in the tournament power, we got Kale. So she starts off in base, and then she can transform on second turn into, her berserk form. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Quite a strong card as well, considering how old it is. So yeah. And then we got Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. It's funny, they actually haven't put out the base or Super Saiyan 1 forms of Caulifla in Heroes, so yeah. Just Super Saiyan 2 and that's it, you know. Yeah. Yeah, quite nice card, I think. May even see her in Super Saiyan 3 one day, who knows. And then lastly, for mission 6, I've got another Majin This one can actually summon the Lord Slug that has, you know, the I think it's the 6-star, yeah, the 6-star Dark Dragon Ball embedded in him. You can see just there. And then he goes like, you know, giant. So yeah. It doesn't actually do any damage. He just debuffs the enemy. I think it's minus 3,000 power and guard. So yeah. Kind of nice if he did damage, you know. But yeah, still kind of, you know, still nice you can summon him at least, you know. So yeah. They could have just put him out as like a giant character, but so far, nothing yet. Alright, almost done now, I think. So only 2 cards from mission 7. First of all, we've got Dispo. So yeah, quite a weak card, but you know, nice to see all the main three Pride Troopers, you know, on one card, you know. So yeah, quite a cheap you are. And then we got the first appearance of Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku. Yeah, this is pretty hype when he first came out, you know, because yeah, Super Saiyan 4 is just so cool, you know. So yeah, nice looking card as well. She has an ultimate attack, I forgot to mention, with Vegeta Xeno and Gotenks Xeno both in base. So yeah. Yeah, pretty awesome card. Right, last mission, mission 8. Got a few cards on actually. So first of all, we have Ultra Instinct Omen, or Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. And he has a summon. He summons Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and they double attack, you know, the enemy. It's pretty cool. Yeah. There was a Ultra Instinct Goku before this in mission 7, but I didn't have it, unfortunately. Yeah, it's quite nice kind of thing. Next up we have Anuraza, the giant fusion from mission Universe 3, sorry. Yeah. Actually quite like Anuraza. I reckon he's quite a, you know, interesting character, you know. He's really the only fighter, apart from, you know, the Pride Troopers and Kefla, to give Universe 7 much trouble, you know. Most of those were just kind of, you know, kind of weak, you know, but he's actually really strong, you know. Took out 18 and yeah, pretty impressive. You know, and also card wise not too bad, you know, not that weak. You know. Alright, next up we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Xeno again. But this time, he can fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Xeno if you have a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Xeno in your team. So yeah, very nice looking card. I think it's very, you know, cool. Yeah. Awesome. Quite a powerful little card as well. What it can do. And then the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Xeno. So yeah. So these 2 cards are kind of made to be used together, of course. There's Gold Meteor, you throw that the first turn, and the second turn you can you know, fuse. It's really kind of, you know, perfect card for fusions, you know. So yeah. Same with his ability, it's first round only, so it's kind of perfect, you know. Alright, next up we have Bardock Xeno, Super Saiyan 3, and this one has the power of the mask, so it's just like what's left over from the mask he had when he was the Masked Saiyan, but now he's kind of learned to control the power instead of it controlling him, you know. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, so it gives him quite a big power boost, you know. So yeah, quite a cool looking card. Very weak. You know, it's actually quite weak, but yeah, looks really cool, you know. And I do believe that they haven't put this kind of version of Bardock, you know, Super Saiyan 3 with the mask out in any other card. So yeah, so far this is the only way to get this kind of form of this character. So quite interesting, you know. So yeah, okay, only 3 cards left now. So we got a few more masked sands. So again, this is from his masked sand days. So these are black URs, so you can see it's like a very black design. So yeah. You can see on the back, like, they're kind of proper colors, I guess, you know? So yeah. So you can see the headband underneath the mask there. So yeah. His eyes are red, so you can tell he's being, like, controlled. So yeah. Next, another black UR, we have Vegeta in the mask. So this thing is called the dark masked sand or the black masked sand. Yeah, I think it's the black masked sand. So yeah. Yeah. It's quite obvious to tell for Vegeta because, you know, not really anyone else has this kind of hairstyle, right? Apart from King Vegeta, I guess, but they already did him, you know, as the Dark Mask King. And yeah, I don't have him in these black URs. He's the only one I'm missing out of these 4. So yeah. And last one we have, probably the coolest one. This is the Dark Broly. So basically, Super Saiyan 4 Broly with the mask and the 7-star Dark Dragon Ball. So that's like a massive power boost. You know, that's a power, right? Super Saiyan 4, a mask, and a Dragon Ball, all powering it up. You know, that's why. Yeah, he's kind of a beast. So yeah. Okay, so that was quite a rapid run through of these cards. You know, some of you are probably quite familiar with them. Obviously, being available on the World Mission game. But yeah, I thought I just might as well do them. You know, just might as well. You know. So next will be Universe Mission, and I got a lot of cards from that one. So I'll probably do that in 2 sections. So there's 12 missions in that one. So I'll probably do the first 6 and then the other 6, you know, in two parts, right? So yeah. So I look forward to that, and thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.